Hey up guys, just showing you a simple haircut anyone can do at home with just two guards, a number 3 and a number 2. So, starting off the section with number 3, going up towards the weight at the top and flicking out towards yourself only ever so slightly. If you over exaggerate, you'll leave more weight. So I'm working my way, dipping towards the back. Just gives a nice little shape and leaves a bit more weight on the crown area. And then I follow that up with the 2, which I've got now. And I can go in, but only so slightly. If you go in too much, you're taking off the number 3, which is not the point of this haircut. And you could get an undercut look if you did it that way. And make sure you work in different directions because of hair growth. Everyone's different. And let the clippers do the work. Make sure you comb the hair down as well, because that brings a more accurate cut. Alright, the edge up. I always use my comb just to take off the edge where the temple area is and the sideburns are. It's a good little technique. Sometimes it can be a bit fluffy. And then just do a C motion around the temple area to the sideburn, just to give it a bit more of a shape. And make sure you clean up the hair around the temple area as well. Right, now around the ears, which is a lot more difficult. Just make sure you don't catch them, just take your time, because the trimmers are sharp. And I always do that, just take a bit more bulk off if there is any. Just use the comb. The comb's like a 0.5 guard, if not a 1. Just line it up straight towards the back. And now we're going to repeat on the other side, starting off with my number 3 guard. Now I do this side a bit more better on camera because I was covering it up on the other side with my body. I kept getting in the way of the camera. That's something I'm just learning. This is my first video. It should get better and should improve next time. So just make sure you try and mirror it as much as you can as from the other side. Working your way up to the bulk and then flicking out. You might find sometimes the customer's hair on one side is harder than the other, which I felt it was with this customer. But that's fine. You just got to try and mimic and just take your time and you should find what you're looking for. Number 2, this is second guard. Just working my way up to it again. I'm really working that area because it is a bit difficult. It sticks out a lot more than the other side. It doesn't really lay flat with the head. There you can see me working different angles, getting the hair from around the ear. You can see there's a bit there that just won't pick up, but you can clean it up after with your comb and trimmers after. They are working different ways again. You just got to keep your eye on the customer's hair and just have a consultation, see where the direction's going of the growth of the hair, and it'll just make your planning a lot more easier. Now for the trim up around the sides again. You want that C design look. Temple to sideburns, then going around the ear, take the weight off. And it cleans up nicely. Now for the back. Now this will show if you've mimicked it correctly from one side to the other. But then again, I am working one side at a time, where most barbers work all the way round with the third and then go round with the second underneath. But this was just because it helps me recording. So working up to the weight of the crown with my third guard. I do end up going a bit higher, but not too much. Just because I felt like it sat a lot better. And I didn't want to leave too much weight on there, to be fair. Just cleaning it all up. Different angles, working each side. Just to get that desired look. And there's my second guard. Just working it all up. Then line up at the bottom. That's hard. You got to match one side to the other. I do work left to right. And then look at it from a distance. Just double check. Right, scissor shear work. Section of hair. Horseshoe shape. On top. And then working towards myself. Pulling my fingers out. Facing them towards the ceiling. Now there's plenty of different ways of cutting the hair. The more tutorials I do, the more videos I provide, I will show different ways. This is just basic, dead simple, anyone can do. See, I work my way all the way around to the other side. I change the position of my fingers and my hands just because I find it more comfortable. And now for the top of the crown, you don't want to take that too short. But because I've cut his hair before, I know what's right and I know how much to take off because he has got a double crown. So with a double crown, you either leave it too long to keep flat or you take it shorter. Just manages with it not sticking up so much. It's very awkward. I've got a few customers with that. And now the front, I do over direct it a bit towards the back. And I just take them corners off. And just join it all up to the side, to the top. Just a quick and simple. He's a very good customer. A lot of knowledge. I learned a lot from him. Alright, just work my way forwards. Almost finished. Now, with a standard cut like this, you could be looking at about 30 minutes, 20 or 25 to 30 minutes. I don't like rushing my customers. I like taking my time, getting to know them, have a nice chat, and let them relax. That's the whole point. They want to be there. They want a chilled haircut experience. And I'm just double checking all over. And even at the front, I joined it up. And brought it all up just to check that it weren't too heavy towards the front. So drying, this is, if not one of the most important things at the end, you should all focus on. Because this is going to show the outcome to the customer. And it's going to make them see if they like it or not. And bring that quiff over. Make it look nice and slick. But before I go anywhere further and put product on, I always use my shears. And this just like softens the edges all the way around. It makes it blend a lot better. You don't have to do this, but this is something I always do. I might not do a lot of, I might do more of. Depends on the customer's hair. I work my way around, all the way around to the other side. It softens any harsh lines, if you see any. Just clean up the neck area. Make sure you don't forget that, because the customers have hair growth down towards the back. Obviously you don't have to go that far, but they don't want hairs just coming out the top of the top. And the eyebrows. Now I'll use my comb. Like I said, it's like a 0.5 to a 1 guard. Just keeps them looking good and gets the fluff off. And the product. And I'm using a bit of fudge. Nothing too crazy on top. Just a nice tidy up, slick look. And there we are. Looking good. Thank you guys. I look forward to doing my next video. Peace out. I hope this helped.